Hi, Manhasset students. Please follow along with me this week as I show you how to create a surprise fish. We will be folding the paper in a special way so that you can have two drawings within one. You will need one piece of paper. I'll be using copy paper, a pencil, a marker to outline with, and color if you'd like to add color at the end to your drawing. Follow along with me and let's have some fun. Okay, this sheet here that will be in Google Classroom shows some ideas of different types of fish. I drew a clownfish, a blowfish, a swordfish, and an anglerfish. This is to give you the idea of how to draw the open mouth like you saw in the previous videos. This here is a fun example of what your fish can eat in your drawing. There are some realistic ideas such as small fish, shrimp, and plankton. Then there's some silly ideas such as candy, dessert, and food. Whatever you do choose, make sure that it's school appropriate and that it's something you'd like to share when you show people. The first step in creating this project is how to fold your paper. You're going to hold it in the vertical direction, bring the bottom two corners to the top. Once you line up both corners, left and right, hold tight, bring one hand down and flatten in the middle. Give it a good. Then you're going to take the top two corners and bring down to your new bottom two corners without even lifting the page. Match up your corners again, that's the important part. Once you have a good placement of where your corners are, hold tight, push your hand up and then flatten and give it a good crease. This is going to be where we're gonna draw the closed fish, just like you saw in the videos. The first step for the one I'm going to show you is I'm drawing a rainbow line on the top and then a matching smile line on the bottom half. Then I'm drawing the fin, the back of the fish, equal amount on the top and on the bottom. When I say top and bottom, I mean above and below that fold. You can add your fancy lines however you want to draw the fin. And any other fancy lines you can add later, but first I'm going to show you the main parts that we're going to have in our picture. I'm going to draw almost a heart shape for the fish's mouth. So it's going to be above the fold to a point and then below the fold to a point. Again, almost the idea of that heart shape. You can draw the line in the middle. You don't have to separate. I'm going to draw an eye. Remember, you're only going to see one eye if you're seeing this direction of the fish. We're not seeing the fish head on, we're seeing the side of the fish. I'm going to draw a larger circle at the top and a smaller one at the bottom. I'll color that in later to show highlights. The next thing I'm going to draw is the gill for my fish and even a fin right here that almost acts as two lines that are going in a horizontal direction with the same decorative line that I put on my, my tail of my fish. And then I'll draw some decorative lines in there. Now, you will again have samples to look at in Google Classroom. You'll see the other videos posted to get other drawing ideas from, and you'll see the reference material posted. So you can choose to do this how you'd like to do it. I am going to put another two lines that are parallel to each other, one longer and one shorter on the top, and rainbow lines to connect them. And then in the same spot on the bottom, I'm going to put that longer line and then the shorter line again with rainbow lines to connect them. Where those rainbow lines come downward toward that V, I'm going to draw a line going to the fish's body. And same thing on the bottom. You can add more detail, but from here, let's open it up so you can see what's going to happen when we show the surprise. So you pull it downward and you have the top portion of your fish and the bottom portion of your fish. The first step is to connect the body with a line. You can curve it a little bit if you like. To connect the back of the tail with the same line that you used for the top and the bottom. And then to create the open mouth. Think of this as a block backwards letter C. I think that's the best way that I can explain it to you. So you think of the letter C, think of it backwards, and think of it like a block letter C. Once you have that, that's going to create the illusion that when you open it up, your fish's mouth is open. And that really is what creates that illusion, that length of that mouth. Next, I'm going to add some other details such as stripes on my fish. You can do some scales, anything you want to make your fish creative. If this is the clownfish, if this is the blowfish, you might need some different textures and lines that you've learned about in other lessons throughout the school year. And any patterns you want to add that you've learned about, that's all okay. I was thinking of mine maybe as the tiger fish, so I'm drawing some lines, some vertical lines. Again, you don't want to fill in the space over here because that's the mouth. I'm going to outline this, but first what I'd like to do is choose my surprise in the middle. I think the surprise I'm going to put here is I'm going to put a candy. And maybe even a dessert using shapes that I know about and lines. This fish likes his sweets. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward so you can see how I outline this and color it in. Have fun. I hope you like my results and I can't wait to see yours.